Hi, welcome to Her Endless Trivia. Like a very stupid person, I have decided to make this video on Christmas Day, and there is a picnic going on in my locality. People are playing loud music, and the streets are really busy. I don't know how much this is going to be audible to you, and I'm really sorry for it because I have been really busy and I was so excited to make this video. I want to apologize to you in advance. Today, I'm going to recommend you some books that are absolutely perfect for this holiday season. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about some cozy books which are definitely going to keep you warm during this festive season. So, let's get started. The first book I have here with me is Norse Child. This is a retelling of a Norse fairy tale slash mythology. I don't remember, but this is such a good book. This is so cozy. I read this in January and I absolutely loved it. This is about a girl and a snow bear, and this girl will embark on a journey with this bear, and she is the eldest child of the family, as I can remember, and her family is going through a lot of financial problem. And one day, this bear arrives and tells her family that if they let her go with him, their all sufferings will go away. And this girl agrees to go with the bear, and this is so good, so good. And they go to the extreme north part of the world where nobody has ever visited, and their friendship, their bonding, everything feels so magical, and it is really perfect for this season. Next up, I have a middle grade adventure book, and this is Hannah Toke's Unadoptables. Oh my god, this book is so cute. This is about these four children, and they are, as mentioned in the title, unadoptable. Nobody has adopted them yet until one mysterious man shows up at the door of the orphanage and decides to take all these four children. And these four brilliant children are not quite sure about this guy, and they are skeptical about him. They suspect that something is wrong with this man, and they will go on a journey with this guy, and they will discover what cunning danger is waiting for them outside of the orphanage. Before reading this book, I have never heard about it. It is really underrated, and I received this book as my blind date from a publisher, and I absolutely devoured it within 2 days. Next up, I have an interesting poetry collection. It is so unique. This is called Killer Verse. This is from Everyman's Pocket Poet collection, and this collection features a bunch of poems about killing people and about murders. Yes, Christmas and murder go so well. I enjoyed this collection. I have read most of the poems, and they are so vivid, so cinematic, so beautifully written. What I actually love about this collection is this features a lot of poems which uh, portrays female rage and which portrays female anger. And this anger is released through the vivid imagination of killing their partners or husbands or people or men in general who bother them. It is such a fun collection. In this collection, you will also find poems that are inspired by real life serial killers, and all the details are also written as notes in this collection. So reading them is also very fun. Next up, I have a very popular Canadian classic. It is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. This is one of my all-time favorite books. This book is so special for me. Anne is my spirit animal. I just wholeheartedly love her. And if you are up for a roller coaster of happiness, joy, sadness, a lot of melancholy and mature perspective about life from a very sweet little girl, you should definitely read this book because it is so beautiful. The descriptive part of this book is so poetic. She's the most adorable and likable character you will ever meet in a fiction. And I just love her. I wholeheartedly love her. And this is one of those books that actually rekindled my love for reading. So yes, I want you to read this one. Though this book feels like spring, but if you want some warmth in your life, if you want to feel love, hope, and joy, and if you want to experience that sweet ecstasy of living a life, and if you want to enjoy little moments If you want to pause, if that's your vibe, then go for this one. Now I have two Agatha Christie recommendation. The first one is Hercule Poirot's Christmas. Obviously, I have to recommend this book. I recommend this book almost every year to people who haven't read this one because come on, Poirot, murder, Christmas. You can't ask for more. And this book features family, and the head of the family gets murdered, and all his family members are suspects. And Poirot arrives trying to figure out the murder, and this has like exact dates. So you can read following those dates. I think this starts from 17th of December. No, 22nd of December. And then it goes towards the Christmas as the story progresses. But you can finish it within a day because this is so addictive. Next up, I have another murder mystery, and this also features Hercule Poirot. This is one of the most popular Hercule Poirot as well. We have a lot of movie adaptation of this book. I think you have guessed it correctly. I'm talking about Murder at the Orient Express. This is also so perfect for this holiday season. First of all, look at this special editions cover. All the snow falling on this train and the end papers. They are absolutely gorgeous. And this is a locked train murder mystery where none of the suspects can escape the train. And Bordeaux is also troubling in the train. And the way this story deals with all these mysterious characters, all these passengers in the train, and the way through interrogation their characters are revealed to us, their secrets, their backstory. It is so engaging, and you will keep on thinking, keep on guessing who has done it. And this is the best who done it mystery. And Agatha Christie is the queen of doing that. So yeah, I'm actually planning to reread this one. Okay. In my next recommendation, I have The Prince and the Dressmaker. This is a graphic novel. This is about, as you can see, a prince and his dressmaker. The artwork of this book is so beautiful. This is so gorgeous. Okay, a bookmark just fell down. Okay, we will deal with that later. But yes, this deals with the theme of identity, sexuality, and love and acceptance in general. It's just filled my heart with joy and warmth. And I don't see a lot of people talk about this book. So I have included this graphic novel in this video. You should definitely give it a try. The last physical book of this list is a horror book, and this is dedicated to all my horror girlies who deal with so many horrific things and crises in their daily life that fictional horror just feels like cozy time pass. I am going to recommend to you Stephen King's Misery. I have just finished this book, and yes, I loved it. This is, I think, the second best horror I have ever read. The first one should definitely be Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. But this is going on the second place. In this book, we are following a very popular author named Paul Sheldon and his number one friend, Annie. And he has now become a captive in her lonely cabin, and there is no way out. And she wants him to revive a character he has just killed in his last book. It is so tense. First, when I heard about the plot, I was wondering how he's going to write about two people stuck in a single space for almost 400 pages. But he had somehow done it, and he has done it so well. There are moments in the book that just had me in its hold, and I could barely breathe when I was reading it. I couldn't wait to see him escape. And what I love about this book is our protagonist, Paul, is not a likable character. He is egoistic, he is pompous, but somehow I root for him. I want him to escape this hell because the way it is written, that's the great example of good writing. This is my first Stephen King novel. I am excited to read more, and I'm really excited to explore more of his work. My next recommendation is Carmilla. Carmilla is a sapphic vampire tale featuring Carmilla, who mysteriously comes to a girl's house where she lives alone with her father. She has a very boring and lonely life until she meets Carmilla. They become very good friend, but there is something dark lurking in the shadow. And this is really, really horrifying. And this is also a short novella, which just amazes me because it was written in the earlier period of Victorian time, and this doesn't feel like it was written in the Victorian era. This feels like it was written in the modern time. The language is surprisingly very modern, and it is very short. It is not at all descriptive. And this book is so airy. It literally gave me chills. I was scared, but also I was very fascinated the way it was written. And it was written before Dracula, and allegedly it is the book that has actually inspired Dracula. So I haven't read Dracula yet, but this book has actually ignited interest in me to read more about vampires and read vampire stories. The last book is for all the people who love fantasy. It is also for the people who don't love fantasy and who think that literary fiction is better than fantasy. I want you to meet the perfect blend of fantasy and literary fiction blended so beautifully together in this book. I'm talking about Susanna Clark's Piranesi. If you haven't read this book, you are living under a rock and you are missing out so much. But also, I envy you because reading this book for the first time feels like a fever dream. The experience is so enriching that you will never experience something so beautiful, so poignant, also so mysterious. I literally envy you because this is a story about this guy, and I think the less you know about this book is better because in the beginning you might feel like you are lost, you might feel like you are not understanding what is happening, where we are, and I urge you to read further because the ending really pays off. And I'm not saying that just force your way through it. It has a beautiful writing. I will urge you to not try to figure out every little piece of the puzzle and just keep reading and you will discover something so beautiful you haven't experienced in your life. Please read this book. It is a magical tale. And the writing structure of this book is absolutely brilliant. It's gorgeous and it just encourages young author to attempt something different. This was my holiday special book recommendation. I don't know how much of it is audible, how I am going to clean all these noises from this particular video, but I have no idea. Only Father Christmas can help me. May God bless your life with happiness, strength, and warmth and love. I'm gonna see you soon in my next video. Stay tuned, stay healthy, and read a lot. Bye.